Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Star Clippers evening. And I'm here, Renee from Red Orchid Travel and Red Orchid Women's Travel Club to present to you Star Clippers. I also have two other ladies here with me this evening. I have Fernanda, who is my business development manager with Star Clippers. And she is going to be presenting tonight our unique itinerary for 2025. As well, I have Melanie here. Melanie, you want to just pop on and say hello? I always like to put her in the hot seat because you know me, and now you will get to know Melanie a little bit. She will also be hostess of this itinerary. Are you there, Melanie?
I am. And I'm excited about this, except it's not good evening, it's good afternoon for me. I'm at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in the Pacific. Uh, so I just want to say hi to everyone. I loved it last time we went on this beautiful cruise, and I am looking forward to it again next year.
Awesome. All righty. Fernanda has a great virtual presentation for us. And I want to welcome her. She's here speaking to us all the way from Brazil. So it goes to show no matter where you are in the world, we can connect, which is beautiful. And I will hand it over to you now, Fernanda.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Renee. Thank you, Melanie. Hello, everyone. Nice meeting you. My name is Fernanda, and I'm based in Toronto. Now I'm in Brazil, but usually I'm based in Toronto. And I'm excited to share with you more about this trip that Renee and Melanie will escort in 2025, so summer 2025. So as you can see, this is not a typical cruise. This is a unique sailing adventures, right? And the key word is unique. And I started the presentation, you're going to understand why, right, Renee?
You bet. You bet.
Amazing. So I'm going to start. I would like to invite you to join me. I have a short video to share with you that shows a little bit more about how is the experience of sailing with Star Clippers. So enjoy the ride. So very short video. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. And we have a beautiful opportunity for you in 2025 to join this group. So let's go about Star Clippers and what makes us so uniquely different and unrivaled, right? First of all, we say this is not a typical cruise. This is really authentic sailing experience. We currently have 3 beautiful ships in our fleet today. The Royal Clipper, which is the biggest one. And we also have 2 sister ships, the Star Clipper and the Star Flyer. And they're really nearly replicas of the Clipper ships from the golden age of sailing. And it's all about the experience, right? We are an actual working vessel, and we offer unique sailing activities on board. I'm going to show you later on what is possible to do in an authentic sailing vessel. What makes us unique is because between 60 and 80% of the time, in average, we're actually sailing, okay? So no motoring, it's truly a sailing experience. First of all, we say we are green, and this is very important. We like to be green. So the major source of energy is wind propulsion, not motoring. And we have emission-free and softer footprint on the environment. So between 60 and 80% of the time in average. So no noise, a completely different experience. And because we're small, we go to places that the other ships do not go. So we have really unique itineraries with few crowds and ports which are not accessible to big ships. And also more of your favorite destinations, because we stay very long in ports. Most of the time we arrive around 10, 11, maybe noon, and we stay very late until 11 p.m. just for you to enjoy a lot the destination. We have an amazing crew, really service always with a smile, a personalized and really friendly service. And Renee can talk more about it, but I'm sure the second day they will know your name. They will know what do you like to drink in the morning. If it's a coffee, it's a tea, your favorite cocktail. So really, they're amazing. We are very proud of our crew. And the ambience on board is very casual. You're on vacation, so it's a stress-free vacation. No jackets or ties are ever required on board Star Clippers. I'm sure you're gonna dine very well with Star Clippers. We have an international cuisine with Michelin-trained chefs, and we include all the meals in our pricing. So you're gonna have breakfast, lunch, snack in the afternoon as a buffet, and the a la carte dinner. And every night you're gonna see the menu is amazing. We are gonna have a lot of options, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy dining with us. We also include water, coffee, and tea in the pricing, and all the other drinks are not included. However, the prices are very reasonable. We are talking about $5 a glass of wine, $5 a glass of beer, and we have beautiful bottles of wine for $30, $40. So it's really, really reasonable. And because you're booking with Renee, we have a very special offer that we're going to talk later on. So you can use this credit that we're going to offer you to buy your drinks, for example. What is important as well, it's about the movement of a sailing ship. So a lot of people, when they see our vessels, they say, oh, it looks amazing. I really want to do, but I'm afraid to get seasick. And let me explain you something. Sailing vessels actually sit very deep in the water. And we do the movement like a rocking chair. We are moving backward and forward. And this movement actually calms our inner body. So what makes you sick usually is when you go side to side. This movement can make you sick. So we have a lot of people who get seasick in big ships, for example, and they do not get seasick on ours because the different kind of move. So we always say, bring your own medicine, but most likely you're not going to need them, okay? Very smooth sailing. And what we offer is really the experience of your own private yacht. And who doesn't want that, right? So no lines, no crowds, and very few decisions on board. So now let's move on to talk a little bit more about life on board. And that's my favorite part. As you can see, life on board can be very chill. This is my favorite spot on the ship, on the bow, because you're very close to the sea. And if you're lucky enough, you're going to see a lot of dolphins above you. And it's a really, really amazing experience. The best spot for reading a book, listen to music. It's really, really amazing. We also have an open bridge policy. So if you would like to learn more about our itineraries, about our sailings, the vessels, the captain and his crew, they are always welcoming you to the bridge, and then you can ask all the questions you have. If you're brave enough, we also have this activity, which is climbing the mast. So if you're brave enough to climb over 100 feet high, I really recommend you to do so. We have all the safety equipment, and I've heard that Renee did in the past, and she will do it again. And it's really an amazing view, a different perspective, and a nice activity that we offer on board. You can also learn how to tie a knot. We can teach you knot tying. We have nautical talks on board. And you can even take the helm with the captain's permission, of course, and you feel you're the captain for the day. So as you can see, we do have a lot of nautical sailing activities. You can even help to set the sails. Or if you just want to relax, enjoy your cocktail, and watch people do all this work, you can also do. I always say it's your vacation, your pace. Here's a nice picture of Renee's past group. Just to talk a little bit more about the entertainment. We do offer what we call a soft entertainment on board. In some ports of call, we bring local entertainment to immerse yourselves in the destination. And we have special nights, such as white nights. So as you can see here, everyone is wearing white, sorry. And we have a light show in the sails. So really dancing under the stars. We have talent show, fashion show. So a lot of entertainment as well, what we call a soft entertainment. You are going to the Med in the summer, so you're gonna enjoy the beautiful ocean over there, and we offer complimentary water sports and instruction as well. So we have snorkeling, kayaking, paddleboarding, water skiing, and sailing. And we have a sports team on board that can assist you with all those water sports. So the best way to enjoy the ocean. And I can guarantee you're gonna have unforgettable ocean sunrises and sunsets, okay? And here, I would like to share with you a quote from a past guest that is actually on our Facebook page. And he goes, "There's truly no experience as thrilling as a clipper ship voyage. The sailaway is magical, the food is awesome, staff fabulous. Once you've sailed on a clipper, you will never go back to the big ships. Sailing is for your heart and soul." And really, I couldn't agree more. So that's why I'm sharing with you this quote. So now let's move on to our ship. So you are gonna be sailing in the Starflyer, which is really like your own private yacht, okay? She looks small here, but just for you to have an idea, she has the size of football field end zone to end zone. So it's a massive sailing ship, but if you compare to the other ships, we look like a toy. And we like that because we go to places that the others cannot go, right? We're talking about over 36,000 square feet of sails. So just imagine over 36,000 square feet of sails above you and only 166 guests. So very intimate experience with 74 crew members that will pamper you during your whole trip. We have 83 cabins, 2 swimming pools, observation lounge, a tropical bar, and a library as well. And as you can see here on the side, we have 4 tenders. So those small boats that will help you embarkation, disembarkation, it depends on the port. And we also do what we call a photo safari. So we're going to be in the standard to see all the sails in the ship. It's an amazing moment that we offer. A little bit of the inside of the ship. So here's the tropical bar, which is the heartbeat of the ship, where you're going to meet for your excursions, your announcements. So that's the best place to have your cocktail. And here the inside part. So you can see the decor is what we call nautical chic. So you're going to see a lot of mahogany, navy, golden. So it's really an authentic sailing vessel. Here, the beautiful dining room. And it's important, it can accommodate all the guests at the same time. So there's no specific time for having a meal. And of course, you can sit most likely with your group, right? So we have a specific table for your group. And sometimes it depends on the port. We have lunch in the deck as well. So we have different kinds of lunch, beautiful and tasteful meals that you're gonna have on board. Now let's have a look of the staterooms. So we have different cats in the Starflyer. We have the deluxe cabin with a big window, as you can see here, the Cat 1. And we also have the standard cabins with portholes. And again, it's a sailing vessel and it's okay to have portholes. First of all, you're not going to spend a lot of time on your cabin, I can guarantee. And they look small, and they're actually not on a big size, They're built as yacht cabins, and we have a lot of space for storage. So don't worry about that. A lot of place for storage, and you're not gonna spend a lot of time in your cabin. Important note, the portholes do not open. So they have ocean view, but they do not open. It's really for safety reasons, of course. And now the most excited part of the presentation, we have this group that Renee and Melanie will escort. So come sail away with them. We have an 11-night itinerary from Athens to Venice in June 2025. Okay, so departure date, June 22nd, 2025. The beautiful itinerary all the way from Athens, and then we go to Mykonos, Santorini. We have a day at sea, Cataclone, Corfu. Then we go to Montenegro as well, Dubrovnik in Croatia, Korčula, Hvar, Kras, and Venice. So this, just for you to have an idea, this is our best seller. Renee,
I was going to say, I took it the other way around because initially we were looking from Venice to Athens, but we're actually starting Athens to Venice. So you know what? We're going to go back. It'll be like a deja vu. We're going to go back. Woo, Mamma Mia, here we go again. Going to land in Athens, and then we're going to get on our ship, and we're going to sail up to Venice from there. So my mistake.
And I'm going to share with you, with Renee, of course, the shore excursions that we have for this sailing. Of course, I do not have the details for 2025 already, but most likely the excursions, most of them will be the same. So I can share with you already for you to have an idea. But I've picked my favorite ones that I'm going to talk about later on. So first day, as Renee said, embarkation will be in Athens, the Pyrrhus port, and we're going to departure at 9:45 p.m. So you can either arrive the day before, that we always recommend, of course, in the cruise, to enjoy beautiful Athens, a lot of things to visit. And then late afternoon, you go to the port, and then you have your embarkation in the beautiful Star Flyer. And you're going to have your first sail away. What is the sail away? Is the moment when we set the sails, we have a special music, a special lightning, as you can see, and we head to the next port. So it's such a magical moment. You can picture, again, over 36,000 square feet of sails above you. A lot of people cry, they get too emotional, and I get it.
We do.
It is a very, very special moment. Your trip is ready to start. So our first day, day one, you're going to be in Mykonos. And so what I was saying is that you're going to stay very long in port. As you can see here, you're going to arrive around noon and be in the island until 11 p.m. So you're going to have the full afternoon and night to enjoy Mykonos. And Mykonos is such a beautiful island, a beautiful place in Greece. We have two famous part of the port, the Little Venice, of course, and the windmills, which is this picture, right? We do not have any excursion available, so it's really time to at leisure, and it's really easy to walk around. A lot of cafes and beach clubs as well. It's a party place, so that's a very, very nice port of call. The second day, you're going to be in the beautiful and famous Santorini, right? Everyone recognizes this picture. Amazing and dramatic views of the vertical cliffs. So the beautiful sea in a very deep blue. And here we're going to have two options of excursions. So one, which is the sightseeing the village and a winery tour that I really recommend. It's a very nice one. And another one, which is a sightseeing bus and a walking tour. So both of them are great. And again, you have the full afternoon, estimated time of arrival at noon, and then we're going to stay until 7:30 p.m. Day three, you're going to be at sea. So day at sea, it's very fun, especially in the Star Flyer, because we do have a lot of things to do as well. So you can do your workout in the morning, and you can see the massage here. And it's a very special massage. Just before we started, we were talking about with Renee. We have a great massage on board, and the prices are very reasonable. So I really recommend you to book your massage. And you can also, of course, help set the sails. That's a perfect day to climb the mast, to learn how to do knot tying. So there are a lot of activities at this day at sea, day 3. Day 4, we're going to be in Cataclysm, Greece as well. So we're going to have the full morning and a little bit of the afternoon. And Cataclysm actually is the port of call for to visit the archaeological site of Olympia. So where the Olympic Games were born. So that's a very special port as well. And of course, we do have this short excursion that does Olympia and the museum. Day 5, you're going to be in Corfu, so still in Greece, another amazing island. Some of them the loveliest of all the Greek islands. So very, very nice, sitting in the north of the Ionian Sea. The color, the blue color, is just something else. And here you're going to have 4 options of tours. So, of course, you're going to have the Corfu Old Town, but I recommend you the one that goes to the monastery. So that's a very beautiful monastery that we have in Corfu. We also have an olive oil tour, because Greece is one of the most famous producers. They produce a lot of olive and, of course, olive oil, and they taste amazing. I recommend you to do this tour as well. And we also have another excursion, which is Corfu by Sea. So if you want to see from another perspective, it's a nice tour as well. So you're going to have a lot of options in Corfu. Day 6, we're heading to Kotor, Montenegro. And if you ask our captains and the cruise directors, etc., what's your favorite port of call? Most likely they're going to say Kotor, Montenegro. They say it is amazing. Here's a picture of the Royal Clipper. It's not the Star Flyer, but yes, you're going to get really right in the middle of this beautiful medieval town. So beautiful fjord as well. It is a UNESCO heritage site, as you can see. And we have 3 options of tours here as well. So you're going to have the sightseeing, the Blue Cave boat, and also the sea kayaking, which is a lot of fun. And as you can see, we stay very late at night until 11:30 p.m. A beautiful port of call as well. We have the Church of Our Lady of the Rocks that I recommend you to visit. And if you want to do some hiking, we have the city wall, like Dubrovnik, that I'm going to show you right after. But that's a very nice activity to do in Montenegro. And of course, day 7, Dubrovnik. Again, you have the whole afternoon until late at night. And I have this quote from George Bernard that says, "Those who seek paradise on earth should come to Dubrovnik." And it's really, really amazing. And what is special, again, about Star Flyers, Star Clipper, and Royal Clipper, about our ships, because we're small enough, we can just drop the anchor, and we have the tenders that will raise you until the Old Town. So the port of Dubrovnik is huge, it's very busy, and it's quite far away from the Old Town. But if you're sailing with us, in 10 minutes, you're going to have your tender from the ship until the Old Town. So you can enjoy your day and then come back to the ship, maybe to have lunch or a snack in the afternoon, and then you go back to downtown. It's really your vacation, your pace. You have a lot of things to do in Dubrovnik. I've noted 4 tours here, options. You have the sightseeing, the Game of Thrones. If you've watched the show on Netflix, that's a very nice location where they filmed the Game of Thrones. We also have the walking tour and the treasure hunt. So a lot of options for you in the beautiful Dubrovnik. And as you can see here, you can do, of course, all the water sports that I talked about, kayaking, snorkeling, etc. Day 8, you're going to be in Korčula, Croatia as well. You have the whole day. And it's a beautiful island city where the Venetian explorer Marco Polo was born. So a lot of history here as well. You will discover a magnificent panorama. And we have 2 tours here. Of course, old tour with a lot of history, old town, sorry, and also wine tasting because they produce great wine over there. So I recommend you to do the wine tasting as well. A lot of opportunities to taste wine in this beautiful itinerary. Day 9, we are going to Avorn, Croatia, and what we call the UNESCO island. Why? Because it's the only island in the world that has 6 UNESCO heritages. So very, very unique. And it's also known as the island of sun and lavender. So you're going to be there in June, which is really the best moment to see the beautiful lavender fields. We think about France, of course, Provence, but also in Croatia, you're going to have the beautiful lavender fields. And we have 4 different tours here. We can do an island tour, a kayaking one, a sailing tour, and we also have an off-road. So if you're looking for adventure, that's the place you should do your off-road tour. And day 10, we're going to be in Croatia. And again, a small little town. Just stroll through the old town is the best way to discover it. We do not have any excursion here, really time at your leisure. And we do our last sail away to go to beautiful Venice. And what is important about Venice, as I said, we are green, right? We are most of the time sailing. And because we're small enough and because we are green enough, we can still sail through the Grand Canal. And that's very unique. Not every ship can do that. So this is, again, the Royal Clipper is not your ship you're gonna be traveling, but that's amazing. You're gonna see the cathedral, St. Mark Cathedral, and you're gonna be sailing through the Grand Canal. And we arrive around 8 a.m. in the morning, so you have the full day to visit beautiful Venice as well. So that's our 11 nights itinerary, Athens to Venice. So a lot of history, a lot of gastronomy, wine, olive oil, culture. So that's such a beautiful itinerary that Renee has chosen for you. And we have a special amenity for you. If you book your group, you're gonna get $200 shipboard credit per person. So this credit you can spend, of course, in drinks. As I said, the drinks are not included, but you can spend it in the massage service as well. We also have a souvenir shop in the ship that you can also spend this shipboard credit. So $200 shipboard credit per person, plus complimentary prepaid gratuities. So just for you to have an idea, the gratuity that we recommend is $15 Canadian per person per day. So which means 105 Canadian dollars that you're saving as well. So over 300 Canadian dollars per person if you book with Renee. There's a special amenities. And also we negotiate a very last minute amenity. If you book now in the next two weeks, so you have a booking window of 2 weeks, you're also gonna get a bottle of champagne to celebrate on board and to watch the sail away, your first sail away. So there's no better way to watch the sail away with a glass of champagne. So very important as well. On top of those amenities, you're gonna get a bottle of champagne as well. I don't know, Renee, if you want to talk about the staterooms and everything, please go ahead.
Well, I was going to say the staterooms that you showed, the beds were together, but all of us had our beds separated and pulled apart. And actually, you know what? The staterooms were just the right size. We found them just perfect. The bathroom was large. There was dresser areas, places to put our clothes. We unpacked fully and put our suitcases under our beds. We didn't have any problems whatsoever in the rooms. Some of the girls weren't sure about having the porthole, but I don't think anybody had any problem sleeping at night. We were very comfortable there. So I have to say, I think for the most part, category 2, 3, 4 are the exact same size room. It just depends where you are on the ship. And is there a perfect part to be on the ship? I think
Not
our
really.
girls were spread all over. We were just fine. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So here you have the pricing in Canadian dollar, which is very important. And of course, Renee will share with you all the details. And I've picked some pictures that Renee sent to me. So the last group we had last year. So as you can see, very casual. Everyone's dressing in white for the white night. Very nice. We have, of course, the amazing crew. You can take the helm. So everyone got the experience of taking the helm, climbing the mast as well. So it is definitely a lot of fun, and you cannot compare to any other cruise. It's really, once you've sailed, you'll never go back to the big ships. That's what I said. So the party night, the Mamma Mia night. So
Yep.
come sail away with Renee and Melanie. We are excited to have you on board. Our crew would like to welcome you aboard very soon in June 2025. So come sail away with us. Thank you very
Yay.
much.
Let's sail away. I have to say, we were talking before, and I will mention the massages. Yes, two. A lot of us had two on board. Were the best massages we've ever had. And the nominal fee was almost unbelievable for what we had. It was like, is that it? Is that it? And so we're like, oh, I think I'll have another one. But actually, we were so busy coming and going and doing things that I think everybody can attest to it being fantastic. Food was out of this world. The staff, oh, wouldn't it be great to get some of the same staff? And the ship, of course, your personal yacht, you just cannot go wrong with that. And once you're on board, you might never go back to an ocean cruise because it is sailing, like she said. So sustainability 101, it's right here. They use the wind power. It's unbelievable. So I am going to open it up right now. If anybody has a question at all, you can either bring it up on the talk here or you can send it to me privately. But maybe there's something on your mind you'd like to ask about. I will just open it up. You'll have to turn on your mic and go ahead and ask.
Yes, please do not hesitate. I don't know if some of you have already been on board. So yeah, let me know your feedback. That would be nice to hear.
Yeah. Any ladies from last year want to say anything? I think there were crying.
Some of them were crying, yes.
Oh, yes.
I do cry as well when I am on board.
Most definitely the crying. Beautiful. Watching the sails go up, it was just amazing. Yeah.
Oh, we
And the
looked at each
massages were
other.
awesome.
Some of us looked at each other to see if other people were, wiping their face too.
Exactly.
No, it's well
It
done.
is a magical moment. Yeah. Nice.
Definitely.
Mm.
Okay, nobody has a question. I know some of you came in late. This is being recorded. So if you would like the recording, please let me know. I can send you the link. Other than that, we'd like to fill this ship. And if anybody is interested in sailing with us, then please get hold of me soon. We do take solo travelers. Maybe you could touch on that because anybody can go solo and the rate is?
Yeah, the rate in this sailing, it depends on the sailing. This sailing, we're not waiving the single supplements. So I gotta check what the best offer we can do. But usually you pay 75% of the cabin, okay? But I will check what I can do for solo travelers as well. And it's very nice for solo travelers. It's so easy to meet new people as well. And of course, you're gonna have your group. It's a perfect product for solo travelers as well. They're very welcome. And the beds, as Renee said, yeah, we can have separate beds or double beds. And with some of the cabins are also triple. So that's also possible to do. And we have the owner suite, which is the biggest cabin that can accommodate up to 4 guests. So
Oh,
we
wow.
have a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Mm.
The deluxe though it doesn't have a solo rate. The deluxe is double rate,
No,
right? Yeah.
no, exactly. Yeah, we do not have solo for the
Yeah, so the
deluxe.
deluxe is on top of the ship. It's not underneath where the portholes are. So there's a walking area around it. It doesn't have a balcony or anything like that. You don't have balconies on sailing vessels.
But it has a big window, right? That's the main
Yes.
difference. We do not have a porthole. We have a big window in the deluxe. Yeah.
Right, right.
Exactly.
And they turn down your bed at night. They look after you. There's something about having someone come and take care of your room. They do it very discreetly. When we're at dinner, everything's being turned down and we collected chocolates on our pillow saying
Yeah.
it's ocean cruising. It was wonderful. And I
Exactly.
just have to say, best staff ever, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's great to hear. That's great. Thank you very much, Renee. And yeah, these small touches, right? They're gonna make everything to make your trip unforgettable. And people keep coming back. So just to share some stats with you, over 60% of our guests repeat the experience within the first year. So once you've sailed, they keep coming back, and usually they bring other friends. You have to do this if you have never done that. So yeah, that's we are really proud to say that over 60% repeat within the first year. And once you're on board, you can ask your guests, the other guests around, they will say, "Oh, this is my 5th time on board. This is my 10th time on board." So that's real, right, Renee?
It's true. And you know, we had the ability as a group to welcome others into our group because we had 3 separate dining areas all in the same location where we rotated everybody. So all of the girls in our group met each other and got to know each other very well. But we also invited other women who were alone and had them come and join our fold, and they came on shore excursions with us. So the more the merrier, and you meet people from all over the world. Like, how great is that? Yeah, very
That's
easy to
amazing.
meet others.
Mm.
All righty. Well, if there's no questions, then everybody's really happy with with the presentation. Thank you, Fernanda. I want to thank you very much for coming on with me today because I have been dreaming of doing this again, and you know this.
Yes.
And we have discussed several other itineraries. Possibility of one in 2026 to the Panama Canal. We also have that one that we're working on. The itineraries aren't up yet. That will be for everybody and anybody who would like to join in. But in the meantime, well, Athens and Venice await us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Renee. And I have to say, this is our best seller. So you picked very well because those ports of call, they are very special. And when you're in a sailing ship, as I said, in the Dubrovnik, for example, we have a special access that the other ships do not have.
Yes.
So it's a really, really special itinerary. You picked very well.
Well, in Venice, the ocean cruises are like an hour and a half away now by bus. You can't even go into Venice properly. Whereas sailing in there, what a magical scene that would be.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because we're green enough and small enough, because all the other ships, as you said, they cannot sail through the Grand Canal. So that's a very memorable experience as well. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. I'm just going to pause the recording, and if anybody would like to chit-chat away, we'll have a couple more minutes with you here. But thank you again for joining us, Red Orchid Travel. If this timeline doesn't work out with you, but you're interested in sailing Star Clippers, let me know, and maybe we can get you as well on a Star Clipper ship sometime in the future. You can find me at redorchidtravel.com. And just about all of our information is there. If you're interested in sailing with us, please email me at renee@redorchidtravel.com. And I would love to welcome you onto our trip and welcome you into our sisterhood. Thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.